I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with the Judgment Day. We had a lot of stuff happening with Logan Paul and Patrick Mahomes and JD McDonough having the reddest face you've ever seen. But the biggest thing that you want to talk about is a little production work by WWE, stuff that's happening in the background of these backstage segments. We've talked about the upping of the production value of WWE has seen since they fired a couple of idiots and have now just gone into a new era of covering the world of wrestling, and it has been excellent. So with all the things that are happening in Judgment Day, the breakup that seems to be on the horizon, we also got Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio sort of exiting the same locker room together and walking down the hallway. Bob, this is great wrestling.
Yeah, it's very entertaining for nerds like me. It's just you're watching a backstage interview with Jey Uso, and all of a sudden you see Liv Morgan walk out of the room, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Then 8 seconds later, Dominik Mysterio walks out of the same room, and your mind goes like, are they having an affair? Like, it's just stupid stuff that you get. Like, is he cheating on Rhea Ripley, even though he's married in real life? That's just, you allow yourself to get caught up in these silly storylines. At least I do, just because that's why I watch this crap. And I just thought that was really well done, and they've done a lot of stuff like that in the background of things with people. You see Andrade conversing with the Judgment Day before WrestleMania, before he betrayed the Judgment Day. Like, you see, talking about business with the Judgment. You see this all the time, and it's a new thing. And they're doing production stuff with the entrances. Sami Zayn's entrance in Montreal a couple weeks ago was great. And this is one of those things where I hope AEW is watching, because their backstage segments need a lot of work, man.
Yeah,
they just do. They just really awkward. I love Renee Paquette. You are not going to find a better interviewer than Renee Paquette. And sometimes those things just come off as awkward, cheap. It looks like high school play stuff. Like, but in WWE, it just is everything on screen, shown on the screen, has a purpose.
Yeah,
and I thought that Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio thing adds so much, because Rhea Ripley had to relinquish her title. And now if Liv Morgan's the champion because of Dominik Mysterio in this storyline, and Rhea Ripley comes back and has to battle Liv and Dom or something crazy like that, that's just such an interesting way to go. And I just thought it was a brilliant little thing. Go ahead.
Exactly. The best part is we don't know any of it. Like, it's just the little Easter eggs. Let the wrestling fan do the work. We've said that on this show before. You show them a glimpse of something, they're going to do the work and take it down 70 different angles of what it could be, and they're going to be more interested to see what happens because of it. So stepping on to the next part of Judgment Day, with all these, inner machinations going on between this group, do you want to predict when we see sort of the breakup here and who turns on who?
Well, I think Damian Priest is on his way out of that group anyways. He's just made it known several times that he's just shouting at JD McDonough in his face that I don't need you, you need me. Like that stuff like that. Like, it's true.
Which, by the way, is true. They are a jobber group without Damian Priest.
Oh, absolutely. And Rhea Ripley, of course, but she's gone.
Yes. But different world altogether, Rhea Ripley.
But I think, like I said, that would be an awesome. I really want to see what I said earlier. I want to see Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan, and Dominik Mysterio helps Liv Morgan win, and then we get some weird ass storyline that I don't even know what it's going to be. Is he in a relationship with Liv? It just is a lot of ways to go with it, but that's how I would do it. And I think Dominik Mysterio should be getting ready to get out of the Judgment Day too. I might think more highly of him than others, but I think he's got a really great potential, and I'd like to see him like as a single star out of that group. So, yeah, I just think the Judgment Day has run its course a little bit, and I think they're figuring out an interesting way to separate everyone, and I'm looking forward to it.
I got to say, nothing would make Dominik hate it even more than he already is, because the group of wrestling fans, the majority of them are overweight dudes that can't grab a girl at all. And for him to go to Rhea Ripley to Liv Morgan on screen, nothing would make us hate him more. Nothing would make us hate him more.
With that ridiculous mustache he has now, too, that 70s porn stash with just two babes back to back, of infuriating. Yes.